SGR Racing. Excellent. All right. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Carson Wyatt, and this is Shop Talk, a channel dedicated to Canadian racing, all types. Hopefully, we're going to have a bunch of guests on at different facets of racing in Canada. And we're going to start here with Shawn Greeley, 2023 Sprint champion for Lucky Dog Racing. And he's also in other series that we'll get him to talk about, Aaron. So take it away, Shawn.
Hi, how's it going, everyone?
Good. Welcome.
Thanks.
There we go. That's better.
What can I do? I'd like to know.
How long you been racing, Shawn?
Cars or anything?
Anything.
I raced for about 10 years. I got hurt doing that. I took a couple years off, and then we have a local stock car.
I'm losing you. You're going in and out. So just repeat that for me.
I raced dirt bikes for a few years, and then got into stock cars at the local track here, and then we went to Toronto to watch NASCAR there, and we saw the Porsche Cup. And that's what I want to do. I want to do stock cars.
You got hooked.
Oh, you're not just stopping right there? You're not stopping with the Mazdas? You're going higher?
If I could find the funding, I'd do whatever I could do. I'd do prototypes if I had the money.
Right.
So what's the car? You're racing Mazda with Lucky Dog Canada?
Yeah, I raced my Miata with Lucky Dog, and I have a Mazda RX-8 that I raced Super Production Challenge.
Okay.
So that was Super Production Challenge. That's throughout Ontario and Quebec.
The Touring Series in Quebec.
Yeah. So he's got a great video of him at GP3R. It's like the mecca of Quebec racing, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Oldest street circuit in, actually, I think that's one of their claims to fame.
The oldest street circuit where?
World. One of the oldest.
Wow,
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's no.
I've got to pay an homage to you.
Homage to the hat.
It's my favorite driver number. So how'd you get about picking that number?
When I raced dirt bikes, I was 412, and then when I moved to cars, you couldn't have 3 digits.
Very cool.
Does that hat have a 42 on it?
It does.
It does.
Oh, wrong way. Okay. 42.
So with Lucky Dog Canada, what's your favorite track?
It's funny. It used to be CTMP, but I've it's just fast straights now. I really enjoyed Calabogie. Really technical. You got to manage your tires. Everything's a lot harder there. CTMP is pretty much just hold it wide open and try and make it through the track.
And what about racing in the rain? How do you feel about that?
I've always enjoyed racing in the rain. I have a good feel for grip. I enjoyed it. It's lots of fun for car control. I grew up in the north, so we were always sliding around in the snow. Sliding is normal for me. I've always wanted to try rally, actually, but it's hard to get into rally.
Okay. And so with Lucky Dog Canada, how long have you been racing with them?
This is my 3rd year. My 1st year, I built the Miata. I went on a race and that's when I met Chuck, and we became good friends. The next year, I think I did Super Production Challenge and 2 races. This year, I did.
We lost you.
A big shout out to Chuck for giving us a platform to play in. So, Chuck is the owner of Lucky Dog Racing Canada, and if you want to come out and enjoy the fun with us, get in contact with him or check out the website. I'll put it on the banner below here.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Shawn.
Yeah, lucky to get into it and learn. It's a great stepping stone for getting into racing.
And who's on your team when you're at Lucky Dog? Is it just how many race drivers do you have with your car?
It depends. The first 2 years I did it, we actually did the endurance racing. We did the 8 races, and it was me and Carson and Charles and Joe. And this year I just did the sprint series, so it was me.
Okay.
I actually got more seat time because I do the 40-minute race in the morning, 40 in the day, and it was a third of the price and way more seat.
Right on.
He knows how to do it, the lone wolf. But who's your crew? This is a good story here.
Yeah.
My dog Cooper and my mom. That's who comes to the races with me. My
Yeah.
mom, 5 years old, and she loves the races. She goes to every.
Shout out to your mom. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you better name somebody else too. I think you broke up before you said it.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, AK Inch.
No. Not Mr. French. Your wife.
Yeah, I guess I said her first.
I know, but you broke up, so.
Yeah, you're breaking in and out. So like, yeah.
So basically, what we're getting at, Andrea, is he's coming to the track. We
Yeah.
usually have 4 people as a crew, so we can do tire changes, fueling, everything else. He comes by himself with his mom and his wife and his dog,
Yeah.
and he pulls off championships. So that's a pretty cool thing to be able to do.
Yeah. And also, like I find with Shawn too, you're very knowledgeable about cars. Like I'm always learning, and I'm on the back end of it, listening to you guys all the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like to fix it. Like when you guys like shut down, break down, it's like I notice you're always helping other drivers too with their car and their breakdowns.
I do it all by myself, so I'm happy to have extra help. So I don't mind helping other people out.
Yeah. So you're right. Give a shout out to Mr. Rich, Lawrence Burrell is his last name.
Lawrence,
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Lawrence is good. Lawrence is a lot. Him and got to give a shout out to his son, little mini wrench. That guy's awesome. He just loves.
What do they call him? 10 mil?
No, the little guy's 10 mil, and the other one's mini wrench.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, what else you got there, Andrea?
Well, I noticed that, like, just tell me all about your car, because in Lucky Dog Canada Endurance Racing, I see there's all kinds of different cars. And what makes your car, like, you're always up there on top. What makes your car stands out?
That
right?
My car is I don't know what people think. My car is a bone stock. It's got a bit of air, intake, and that's it. It's a bone stock 130 horsepower Miata. I just wheel that thing as hard as I can.
That's right. It's all the set of nuts that he's got installed. That's what it is.
The skills.
Handles very well. Carson, you know that car handles very well.
Yes, but I can't do what you can do with it. But then again, it's not my car, so.
The same as when I drove your car. I didn't want to go 10 tenths and wreck your car.
So that's how it is.
Yeah, that's a nice thing about
protecting your car.
Yeah, good thing about being friends too. You can trade cars and whatever you want.
Wow. What do you think about the community in Lucky Dog Canada? Like, I don't know. Personally, as a marshal, I just love it. Like, I don't know. Like, I do kind of like to gear people on when they're going down the pit roll, but I just notice everybody's always there for each other, and I really enjoy that, seeing that.
Yeah, Lucky Dog's super tight knit community. Actually, it's way nicer than the sprint race. I find sprint racing very competitive. You're not someone, you're there to go race. Lucky Dog is more of like a family atmosphere. You're all go down for the races. You can go to anyone's trailer. They're all out there, give you.
They'll help you. That's awesome.
Well, trying to see if we got Anthony Turco here, and
Oh, that guy, I work with him.
let's see who's got. Oh,
What's
shoot,
this?
sorry. Anthony says all that handsome and a little Miata. Very good one. Yeah. So if anybody has comments or questions, just put them up there, and just like Anthony here, we can display it. Shawn can give you an answer. So
Shout for putting up with my crap and listening to me talk about race cars 24/7.
oh, at work. Yeah, I get a lot of that too. But,
And the good guy, he's one of the only ones that actually likes cars at work. Everyone else is sports.
well, I'll have to come out and check it out one time. You can do whatever you want. Like if you're up to it, you can drive. If you have the safety gear, if you want to volunteer, you can do it. Or if you just want to hang out and check out the races, it's pretty cool. It's good if you have the live timing or you're watching a live stream or something like that. It makes it easier to follow because these tracks are huge. And
Yeah.
like Calibogie, you can only see the front straight and a couple of corners. And there's 26 turns at Calibogie, so you're not seeing the whole thing, right? So
California, not like CTMP. You can't walk around and see the whole track.
Yeah.
right.
Shannonville is perfect for a spectator if you want to come out for your first time. You could see the whole track. Like, it's a good experience.
Well, I was trying to find the video of Shawn passing me, and then he went out on the grass and just kept going, kept the pedal to the metal, and he still passed me on the grass. So what are you gonna do? But usually we don't like it when you're four wheels off, but in the rain there's a lot different. I did a couple 360s, no problem. Went the wrong way.
There's actually a video that I got. It's from I don't know if you know who Suelo Ada is, YouTuber.
All right.
Well,
They went into turn 5 and there's like 4 of them side by side, and this little red Miata goes flying around the outside, 4 wheels off, and passes all of them. Hilarious. Like, I'll say, like, me and Charles had a discussion about that. I was like, he's like, you couldn't be 4. Like, still 2 tires on cement. We're good.
Whoa.
You'll have to put that video out for us.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Did we lose you?
No, it's just breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I live in the north. That's another thing. I live 10 to 12 hours away from all of you guys.
And you still make it at the track. Like, I love that about you. Like,
there's his family and his dog.
Dedication. Shout out to your mom and your wife. They always show up.
Well, what are you hauling with the cars with?
My Chevy Duramax. It's about 8 years old now. 150,000 K. Never really. Oh, never mind. I blew a turbo in here. Never mind.
I heard that one.
Go
And your trailer? What's your trailer?
We got a 40-foot hose that's color half living space. It's really nice. We got bed up in the.
I've been in it. Lots of storage space, lots of place to work on parts and storing tools. And very nice trailer. Very nice.
I'm thinking on whether I want to get rid of it or not, because we want to do GP3 here, and that's a long haul with a 40-foot trailer.
All right.
17 hours each way.
Wow.
I did that haul. Did that haul once. It was like 8 hours for us, but but it sure is worth it when you get out there. It's
the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Well, but it killed me. It was 38 degrees with a humid up to 40.
Holy jeez.
Not in the best of shape.
Wow.
Did you have a full suit?
Oh, I had a couple of balls of cold water on the car. It was pre-grid and pre-grid. So like you're sitting in your car 45 minutes on the track. I was trying not to barf before I even got on the track.
Oh my God. So you guys, what's the difference between a cool suit and having a bottle? Like, you know, to our viewers, that's not you know.
Well, actually, I'll go get the shirt. I'll bring it right back. You go ahead and ask some more questions.
Yeah, what's the difference between that? Like the cool suit and the bottle, like
The cool suit is a cooler ground in the car. It's got a hose that runs to a shirt full of tubes that put water through and it keeps it cool. But the whole package weighs probably 30 pounds.
what?
A lot of
And
water.
then with the bottle, like how do you guys last with that? Does it last a stint?
I have like a plastic camelback that hangs. I mean, with a.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen different ones, so I'm like, you know, some people have the bottle, some people have like a backpack kind of thing, and yeah.
Last year, I had a bottle with a big straw hooked up to come down to my helmet, and I think within 20 minutes, it was cold water or a cold Gatorade, and in 20 minutes, it was like tea.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's a cool suit. These are the connections. Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Can't see it.
You see
Okay,
that?
I see the connection.
Right? Connection.
Yes.
And here's the shirt.
Okay, got you.
Right. So the water runs through that shirt.
And how long does that last?
Oh, for the whole stint, because you're actually plugging into a cooler filled with ice and water.
Okay.
And the cold water runs through and it keeps recirculating. So like this is one end, this is the end, and this is the out.
Okay.
It just recirculates, and that keeps you cool.
And so, what about your cars, you guys? When you're driving, like keeping it cool, and like, what do you do for that?
To do that.
Cross your finger.
I run AMSOIL Engine Ice, the coolant, because they're my sponsor. Got a plug, and I'm inventing in a big fat radiator. I keep my car.
Just repeat that again. You just cut out there, Shawn.
Which part?
Just repeat the whole thing.
I run the AMSOIL engine coolant because they're my sponsor, so I got to plug them. And then I have lots of ducting and venting and radiator from cooling my.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he's got a big ass rad. So,
big ass, right?
Yeah, we run the eye water with water wetter, and we stay pretty cool.
So it has their own kind of like water wetter, and that's what I use.
Right. Yeah. But when we lose a belt,
yeah,
that's what happened to us. So we kind of had the driver set up for failure because on our car to eliminate the temperature, to be able to see what the temperature is, you got to hit a plus button after you start the car. So we didn't do that, and our tack is all up here, up above your head, which you're not really looking at. So yeah, when the belt let go, nobody knew, and until we see white smoke coming out the back, that's not good.
The RX-8s are well known to overheat. A huge rat, a whole bunch of, and yeah, I have, I think, 2 temperature gauges. I have the one on the dash, then I have another digital one, right? And there's one on my data logger as well.
Yeah, so this is fail safe. So what he was saying was the RX-7 doesn't draft well behind other cars, so it'll overheat. So he's going to go get fresh air all the time. Right?
Okay.
Pull out, get fresh air, cool down. But yeah.
EP3R, I was chasing one of the minis for about 4 laps, and my engine temperature, I was right on him, right behind him, and my engine temperature got to about 230 and 40, and I had to drop back and let it cool down a bit.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we should go over the classes of the different series that he does.
Yeah.
I could do the lucky dog because you're just breaking up a little bit, but then you can do the SPC. Is that okay with that? Yeah. Okay. So lucky dog, we have a sprint class, which Shawn runs. It starts off at 40 minutes at the beginning of the day. So these lone wolf guys, they all go out.
Mm-hmm.
After 40 minutes, they go out with us as well. So there could be 40-something cars on the track. But say that 10 of them are a sprint class. So after 40 minutes, they drop the checker flag, and that's their race. So if they want to come back out later on just to get seat time, that's what they do. but our race keeps going, and theirs is over after 40 minutes. So after that, the main group, like the 40 cars that are left over, there's 3 classes, GT1, GT2, and GT3. And it's all set up by bracket timing. Like once you, say, for instance, if you're at Calabogie and you did 229s, then you're going up a class from GT3 to GT2. And, yeah.
A question for you. Do you think there should be a GTO class, pretty much open? You can bring whatever you want. It doesn't put the lap time.
Well, they call it Super Dog, but they don't go for points or nothing. They're just out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Dog, you're just out there.
Yeah, no one. Everyone wants to try and win.
They're just giving her.
Yeah. All right. So SPC.
SPC has 3 classes, which is cars 100 horsepower or less. They have the production class, anything 220 horsepower or less, which I don't even include for that, and super production, which is 300. But it's all engine weight to weight ratio.
Right.
Top class is 11 to 1. Production is 13 to 1, and I don't remember compact. I think compact's like 18 to 1.
So for all these novice, what's SPC? What's
Super Production Challenge. It's a series.
okay?
And there's other series out there like FEL, CASC, and then you could get into the real cheap stuff like lapping or autocross. I don't know. We have autocross here in Barrie at the Molson Center. Or what is it? Satellite Arena now. I think that's what it's called. So in the summertime, you can pay $40, but that's just like time attacks. You just go through the cones, hit the finish line, and wait till your turn comes up next.
I'm actually doing a YouTube video right now for cheap alternatives, ways to get into motorsport. Because I know the budget, like it's a lot of money to do what we do, right?
Well,
yes,
you can do it on like kind of how I do it is try to get help from other people, or they're trying to drive and they'll pay their way. Yeah, there's lots of ways you can go about it, but for us to probably run a full series is about $20,000, but that's divided between 4 people. You know what I mean? Like basically that's what it is. But you break some parts and you.
He is about the same person, but
Yeah.
travel time and travel money and
Yeah.
where it's all
adds up.
Yeah. But if you get like-minded people all together, you can split the cost. It gets a little easier. And I was talking to Michael from Neo Motorsports, and he's planning on doing a time attack sort of thing series this year. So I wanted to try and get him on, and we can go over that because that'd be a cost-effective way of getting out there on the track. But plus, when you're out there, you're going to be meeting people like us.
Yeah.
And you can, what do you call that? Networking. You can network. You can figure
That's
it out, right? Or if you got a family friend with a business and they want to slap a sticker on your car or something like that, that's probably the way to go.
I have a lot of trouble with that. It's hard to sell a sponsorship to here when we're 8-10 hours away from work.
Yeah, for you, yeah.
That's my big grind right now. I'm sending emails and Instagram messages to. It's just trying to partners for next year. Because I told you I had a big announcement, right?
Yes, you do.
Right.
Spill it.
I got actually on a good crew this year, and I have good holidays, and I'm gonna try and chase 2 things. I'm gonna do the whole Lucky Dog Sprint Series and the whole SPC series.
Wow.
Woo! For Lucky Dog, yay! Good for you. Awesome.
And super production. He's doing both, all of it.
As long as
Look at you. Go, Shawn. Go,
As long
Shawn.
as what?
probably won't.
Oh, broke up again.
As long as funding holds up, as long as I don't blow motors.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think every time you laugh, Andrea, then he gets cut off. He gets cut off. So
Oh,
So if
really?
you guys have any comments or questions, bring them on up now because we're going to probably cut this down soon unless we got some more stuff to talk about.
Anything you want.
All right. Well, how's Cooper doing?
Cooper's laying on the floor, patiently waiting for his treatment.
Oh, okay. Hi, Cooper. He barks at me sometimes, but then I go, "You don't remember me? Come on."
You probably recognize your voice.
So,
But
how's the piece of gear? Is it ready to go?
No, it's in pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you mean the side B?
but we got some big news. It wasn't the clutch or the transmission. It was the drive shaft again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. It was a drive shaft that let go, but we actually looked at the transmission mount, and it's cracked right across the bottom. So, like the bolts were holding it in, but the mount wasn't even connected.
Wired.
It dropped again, right? And drive shaft broke. So, but yeah, we got it all figured out. We just got to put it back together, and we're getting some new dampers from Neo Motorsports. So shout out to Neo and Michael. They help us out a lot, guys. So if you need anything, brakes, dampers, reach out to Way and Michael at Neo Motorsports.
Neo's been a big supporter of me for years. I'm Way a couple years ago, and actually, when I first got into racing, I was running with the Jump Sport team. They were sponsored by Neo, and that's kind of how I found out about them, and I've been using them ever since.
Who was it? Junction? Who were you?
That's how I started.
Okay. Yeah, remember Junction. Yeah.
I came to CTMP and watched the Porsche races, and I wanted to get into racing. So I went, sold all my stock car stuff, went to the States and did a Skip Barber school. And then when I got back, I hooked up with Ken and did like 4 or 5 races with Junction.
All right.
I bought my RX-8 and then did nothing for 2 years but built. It just kept renting. It was way cheaper.
Right. So it's down in the States, Andrea, there's a school. It's called Skip Barber.
Okay.
And they just run Miatas. Is that correct, Shawn?
They have Miata. They don't do it anymore. They do Mustangs and Honda. It's a big now. When I went to it, it was the last year before they went bankrupt, and then they got bought out, and now it's huge. They have Mustangs. They have like a Rally World Challenge team now.
Interesting.
Wow. Yeah. But there's lots of schools out there for driving. Like here in Ontario, you can look it up. There's BRAC. There's ASIA. What's mine? Yeah, AISA. I can show you mine.
So anybody new coming in?
That's basically Perry Performance, I think. So there's my race.
Okay.
There's my race license. If you can see my name there. Yeah.
Right there. That's my.
Oh, that's that meme you put on there with the guy with the helmet.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that was me after I got this. Yeah, I'm supposed to wear my helmet everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Boys and their toys. And girls now. We got so many girls racing. And Nona again. Shout out to Nona. I keep saying her. I don't know. I just love her. It's awesome.
Speaking of the Porsche series, we could always we can give a shout out to the Dunskies and Ultra Ray.
Yes.
And Mantis. They're the same as Deal. Like they got us covered. Like
same with I really like Power Sports Garage Cowboys.
Oh yeah, they're great too.
No problems. They're great guys.
Yeah. And they're willing to help. Like if you're at the track and you break anything, you can't fix it yourself, just wheel it down to the Power Sports and they got you. They got you covered.
That's good. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we got any viewers or I don't know. Anthony was the only one that had any comments.
Did you see the Dunskies Cayman at Shannonville this year? That yellow one?
Oh, what is that?
Did I get what?
See Dunskies Cayman at Shannonville.
Oh yeah.
The yellow.
Well, I think they're down in one of the southern states racing this weekend. So or last weekend, something like that. So yeah.
Cool.
Well, folks, is there anything else? I have one thing.
What's that?
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
School bell a ring.
Knife and fork, a fight with dumpling.
Booyaka, booyaka.
We need some freaking catchphrase or something to track.
It's a Jamaican ting and ting.
Yeah.
Humble flag. Shout out Chocolate Thunder at work. That's where I got that from.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Carson, are you going to get on the sim this year or what?
Yeah, probably. But
I want to.
trying to figure this out, and then but that okay. Get another shout out to late Apex simulators in Barrie. Wicked time, wicked. We were there for 2 hours. My arms hurt, and they even got one full motion simulator. He let me try it out just for shits and giggles, but yeah, that thing's wicked. But they've got 6 regular sims. 4 of them are at like a torque of 10, like a feedback of 10, and the other 2 is 15, and that full motion one is like 20 something. Like it'll work the arms right out of you.
So,
Yeah. So anyway, shout out to Late Apex. Hopefully they can make a go of it. They seem pretty busy, so
they're going to be a sponsor of a piece of
Piece of gear.
yeah. Well, they were they already know about Lucky Dog even before I showed up. They were looking at putting the car in, but I don't think they'll be ready this year, and he's pretty busy. So, Curtis Pops or something like that. Huh?
You got to introduce me so then we could see if we could get him to sponsor.
Yeah.
Your side bitch.
Well, you're the head of administration, so I know you got a lot on your plate too with your volunteering and Chuck. So,
I think
what about Pittsburgh?
for what?
Ooh, October.
Oh, I'm going.
I'm going. I don't care, work or no work. I'm going.
There's no sprint class, so I don't know if I'm going to be bringing the Miata and doing just renting a seat. But I'll be there.
Well, we'll talk.
Yeah.
You got to fix it first.
Might need your truck to haul the trailer down there, though. But,
Either way, we're all going to make it. Again, shout out to Chuck, Lucky Dog, Peace.
Well, if we do go to Pittsburgh, which we are going anyway, I better get on the sim because I have no idea what that track is. So
yes, you should.
Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. If you're watching and you're interested, we have a Facebook page called LD Racers, or is it?
I'm not sure. I think it's LDRC racing.
LDRC.
Yeah, but if you go on to Race Lucky there, it has go onto that website, and I think the sim racing is on there too. I do believe.
Chuck has to get off his ass and set the server because it hasn't been up.
Oh, we're still hungover from last year. It was so great.
Yeah.
We did quite a few good races last year.
Yeah.
Did
We managed to make the whole thing, and we only broke out twice. There was only twice that we didn't finish. So
yeah,
the piece of gear was rocking.
Got a ton of power. It's funny to get in there after driving my Miata with no power.
Just the handling was a little screwed up. Yeah, but that's a nice one. Looks easy, the entry level car. I'll get her back up and running.
Absolutely, it's a fun.
Well, what do you think, folks? Do we got anything else, or are we going to shut her down there?
Shut it down, but we'll meet again.
Sure. All right. Well, anytime you want to come on, like if we're doing more interviews with somebody else, you want to jump on with us?
Anytime you want.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out.
I think
I talked to Michael and I talked to Doug Butler. Doug Butler is a stock car racer here in Barrie. So he runs Sunset and different other tracks, I believe. And he won the championship last year. I worked with him for a few years, so we message back and forth on Facebook. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we can get Doug on and we can learn about stock car racing, oval track racing. So
Keep an open mind.
Yeah, I got some suggestions. Maybe Chuck or the Dunphys, or even I'd like to talk to Shane Hutton. That guy's been around for a while. Raced a lot of.
Yeah,
yeah, he's pretty funny. He's a pretty funny dude too. Like the stuff that he does.
And Shane, I would love to have Shane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Ginger.
Shane,
Ginger.
yeah, Rob.
Maybe Patrick from the Numi team. He seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but we have the ultimate one that we would like to have, and it's up to Andrea to get him. And he guesses
Ginger?
no.
Who?
Elvis Stoico.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Because they could come on and promote their the Kibble Project. Let's give a shout out to the Kibble Project. What they do is sell goods, collect things, and then they go help animals in less fortunate countries. I do believe that's what it is. But anyway, you guys know Elvis Stoico. His wife runs a what do you call that? It's called the Kibble Project.
Yeah.
And it is for the health and welfare of pets in different countries. So.
I think you should also have our fearless leader, Charles.
Yeah. He wants to see us do a few first, and then I think he'll.
Yeah.
We can grill him with some questions and see when we can go to the States and do.
Yeah. Well, I'm terrible at reading the regulations, so but he said, okay, well, make sure part 18 or something. You read that one. This is new this year, and I'm like, I hope Grant reads the regulations because I probably won't.
Oh my gosh. Which is true.
Yeah. Or you could do it. Yeah.
When I raced SBC, I spent like 2 weeks with a 3D printer building these really nice fender vents. Put them on my car, made it look all nice, and then one of the other teams, RisePack, sends me a private message. Yeah, you can't have those on my car. I'm like, what? The rules. I'm like, crap.
Oh yeah.
Read
the rules.
Schooled. You got schooled.
Yeah. That's like sometimes you can't use canards. You can't, it can't be wider. Your track width has to be a certain. Yeah, we've been through it with CTCC back in the day. Shout out to John and Dominique Mondar.
Check your rules.
They're the owners of Shannonville. They're always very welcoming and very knowledgeable.
John.
Yeah, John's good stuff. So is Dominique.
Yeah. But check your rules, drivers. You know, don't just like, oh yeah, I read it. No, you didn't read it.
All right, so you guys can help out Shawn in his quest for another trophy, his greatness.
Yes.
It's SGR Racing or SG Racing, or do you want to use Dive Bomb?
Plug it.
Our Dive Bomb.
Little more. You hold the Shawn and help him out, or ask him questions, or rent his car. Who knows?
All right.
Anything else? Good.
Very good. See you on the track there, Shawn.
Absolutely. I want to thank Amsoil and Motegi and Neo Motorsports for helping me out. Got to make sure I get a shout out to them. Any other companies want to get on board, feel free to contact me.
All right. How do they get a hold of you?
Shawn Greeley at gmail.com or Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm currently trying to make YouTube videos. It's not going very well because I'm not very good at it, but I'll get better. I just got a new camera and stuff, so it should be better this year.
All right. Yeah. Well,
all the best.
I don't think I can help you with that either, but we can do this sort of stuff. And if you got some videos and stuff that we could throw up here, and that'd be great too. Like it'd be nice to have an intro and an outro or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So hopefully you guys can pull that together for me.
All right.
Peace out. Well, thanks everybody for watching the Shock Talk, and again, hopefully you can tune into another one later on.
All right.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
We are cop. We are cop.